Hello and welcome back to somebody on the rest of and to Backlash out of 10. Yeah, a really big show. WWE's first pay-per-view since WrestleMania, and taking place in France, which I think is a new location for a WWE pay-per-view, at least for the first time in a while. And yeah, boy oh boy, the crowd were really hot for this one. We had some very interesting matches on the card. Started things off with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton against Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Owens was the first competitor to make his entrance, with Orton against the Bloodline. He took his time going to the ring, interacting with the French crowd. The crowd chanted "We want Roman" as the Bloodline came out. All four started brawling before the ref could start for the bell. KO and Tonga paired up while Sikoa and Orton fought. Several producers and security tried to break up the fight before Nick Aldis showed up. He declared the match to be a street fight and ordered the bell to be rang. Orton and Sikoa went into the crowd, and Owens and Tonga fought at ringside. The crowd was going nuts during the whole contest. This was never going to be a technical match due to the nature of it, but turning into a street fight ensured mayhem. Several weapons, such as kendo sticks, garbage cans, steel steps, you get it, were used. If WWE wanted to start the show with lots of energy, this is the perfect way to do it. All four men were beating the life out of each other, and the crowd ate up every second of it. They eventually slowed down a bit and started making every spot feel more important, because everyone has taken so much damage already. As it looked like KO was about to win, Tanga Loa made his WWE debut, breaking up the pin. Sikoa hit Owens with a Samoan spike for the win. This is a smart way to kick off Backlash. The fans were invested, and the superstars put a great effort to ensure the only non-title bout on the card left an impression. Many assumed it would be Jacob Fatu, so Tonga's brother getting the slot was interesting, but a nice surprise, and undoubtedly the Bloodline will continue to grow. So it'll be interesting to see where Faku ends up when he debuts. So yeah, on the whole, it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. This was a really fun, chaotic start to the show, and with a nice surprise at the end. Good stuff. Moving on then to Bayley against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship. And yeah, Samantha Irvin was going wild when she was announcing the competitors. At the start, they started with a quick exchange that gave each a moment to shine. The champion was the first to get clear advantage, but it didn't last long. They traded near falls as the crowd chanted different things left, right and centre. They had the task of following all the chaos of the previous bout. And yeah, the women brought their A game and kept the crowd's attention by putting on a very physical performance. We saw several big spots in and out of the ring, sometimes in a triple threat match. Someone feels like an afterthought. This wasn't the case here. Everyone was impactful. The match ended up with a big finish. It ended up with Bayley out wrestling Naomi, countering a pinning combination to get through count. The Glow gave the Ray model a hug and celebrated the win to end the match. And yet, while I don't think it quite hit the heights of the other match, I thought, they gave it their all. You could see them that, and they created a very interesting, dynamic triple threat match. So yeah, on the whole, I thought it was fun and different, and yet gets 7 out of 10 from me. We then got Damian Priest versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I think Jey Uso probably got entrance of the year with an incredible entrance and reaction from the crowd. Uso had the crowd working with him as the match began. Every time he hit a move, the fans would chant yeet. Uso played into it, and Priest looked frustrated. Thus, clearly what they wanted to do something different from the first two matches, so they worked at a slower pace and each sold their move a bit more. The fans continued to chant for Uso whenever he was in control and kept the energy high even when the action was slow. Uso is great at short bursts of high energy offense, which is something you don't see a lot in tag wrestling. He and Priest did some good work, but there were times where it felt like they should have been doing a bit more. Balor showed up, ate a super kick, and he distracted Uso enough for Priest to hit the South of Heaven for a 2 count. Jey made a comeback and hit a series of super kicks and an Uso splash. JD McDonough showed up, and Priest on the road to break the pin. The Archery Anthony hit South of Heaven from the middle rope to get the pin and retain his title. It was good. I thought the entrance, especially, kind of made it like a big fight feel. Judgment Day getting in the way was always going to happen. I think kind of benefited Uso in a way. I think, the match was much better than Uso got at WrestleMania. So yeah, on the whole, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Moving on into the Kabuki Warriors against Belair and Cargill for the women's tag titles. And yeah, Belair and Asuka started for their teams, and Cargill and Sane then tagged in at the same time. The Storm put her strength on display by throwing Sane around the ring as she weighed nothing. Belair and Cargill countered their pace despite a bit. But the champs used their numbers game and hit some double team tactics to get the upper hand at times. The crowd remained very lively and chanted for the baby faces throughout the contest. You could tell the fans were excited to see Cargill every time she got a tag in. The only real complaint was it had to be one where it was placed on the card, kind of in that spot for the main event. That isn't the fault of the superstars. It was still a solid performance and showcased different teams. The final minutes were best part, with Belair and Cargill hitting their finishes, scoring the pin to become the women's champions, and the crowd gave them a great ovation, and gets 7 out of 10 for me. I was saying in the predictions video how much I was looking forward to seeing them have the tag goal together. Now they've finally got it. Really pleased, and very intrigued to see what they can do together with it. So yeah, on the whole, I thought this was really good and gets 7 out of 10 from me. We then saw Cody Rhodes battle AJ Styles for the undisputed WWE Championship. The crowd sang along with the champion's entire entrance song. You could feel the energy coming from the TV as the crowd went wild before the match even started. They locked up and started with a standing exchange of holds, takedowns and counters. Corey Grace pointed out that both men had great amateur wrestling backgrounds as they grappled on the match. Rhodes gave Styles a receipt from SmackDown while slapping him across the face. He even pulled out his own Stardom to haunt his opponent, but didn't get under his skin by bringing up his old gimmick. It was a great match that highlighted the strengths of both men. They are both at the point in their careers where they are veterans, but still physically capable of putting in incredible counters. Being a first-time encounter added an extra layer of intrigue too. Sometimes placing lofty expectations can lead to disappointments, but I think they gave us a great match with plenty of room to grow for future encounters. Both men took big lumps, and that will likely be feeling it during their flight back to the US, but they did a great job sprinkling big spots throughout the contest to build anticipation. The finish and the crowd kept chanting and cheering for them to keep going. After hitting a few signature moves, the American Nightmare got the win with the crossroads. And yeah, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. For me, this is probably the best match on the card. And yeah, really enjoyable from start to finish. Really looking forward to seeing where this storyline goes. So yeah, I thought it was really good. Overall, Backlash gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable pay-per-view. I thought some of the in-ring action was pretty decent. No like major shocks except for the arrival of Tonga Loa. But I thought on the whole it was a pretty fun show. Lots of good in-ring action. So yeah, I enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.